our good buddy Cam from Ticket Dismissers.
Yeah.
Let's go beat out of his car. Your car works again. This is something not really cool. We're supposed to be just tuning this car. Now it's turned into a complete different story. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Alex here at Gintani. I'm gonna give you a couple updates on the F12. I know everybody's been asking Damon and Dave what's going on with the car. Bumping into some more problems with it, but we're gonna get it all fixed. But let's walk over here and we can show you guys some stuff. As you guys know, last time Damien was here, we were having problems with boost creep with the wastegates. And then right when we were getting to like around 6,000 RPM, this thing was spinning these turbos so hard, boom, skyrocket to like almost 11 pounds. And the reason for that is we couldn't get rid of enough exhaust to, slow down the turbos. We solved that problem, so after we did that, we put it back on the dyno to check if the boost creep's gone. We did a couple pulls, got it up to like 7,000 RPM and realized the boost creep stuff was okay. We got full control over the wastegates now, so that problem's solved. While we were doing the wastegate stuff, we realized that there was a couple of check valves missing, so we added the two check valves, threw it on there, and then we started noticing that we're still losing boost and it's going into the crankcase and pressurizing the system. We're obviously getting pressure into the sump, so we're like, all right, we got to stop this, pull the car back off. As you guys can see, we rolled it back down onto the ramps so we can see if there's a quick solution to it. What we've done now is there's a way we pressure test everything, make sure there's no boost leaks or try to find issues that we're looking for like right now. I originally wanted to pull the feed lines off the turbos to see if there was any kind of oil pressure like reducer put in there. These cars make a lot of oil pressure, so these ball bearing turbos don't need to get fed with all that oil. So when it gets too much oil, it starts flooding the turbos and you get oil inside the intake, oil inside the exhaust, and it starts smoking. So that was a problem we were also having on the dyno. So we've gone and ordered some reducers. We'll have them here tomorrow. We've also put a pressure, it's basically a little check valve that we use that lowers the oil pressure getting fed to the turbos, so we're going to install that too. So while we were doing that, we had this off and we wanted to see if we're still getting boost going into the crankcase and going into the sump. So we connected our little test kit over here to see if we have any boost leaks and so on. We connected this and we noticed that the two check valves that we added had not solved the issue of putting boost into the crankcase. So when we started pressure testing and this line was off, this is what we saw, which you're not supposed to get at all. The car's not running, it's pressurizing the crankcase, pressurizing the sump, and blowing oil out of the feeds to the turbos. It's just putting boost into all the wrong places. We're supposed to be just tuning this car. Now it's turned into a complete different story. Now what we got to do is we're probably gonna have to pull the whole intake manifold on this thing, which is not going to be fun. There's no way we could get in or reach the area we need to get to actually add the two other check valves that we need to put in line so this doesn't happen. Tony's gonna have to pull this intake manifold, which is not gonna be fun.
I've done worse.
At least he's doing it on a Ferrari, right? We're gonna have to fix all this stuff. We're gonna have to put it all back together, and then we're back on the dyno. So I know everybody keeps asking Damon and Dave and you guys on the channel, when is this thing gonna be done? What's the update? Right now, we can't give you a specific date when this is gonna be done, because every time I've tried to do that with this car so far, something else pops up. We're really hoping that we could, fix this by, the next couple days, and we can get it back on the dyno and get this thing out of here, because I know the audience is dying to see this thing rip. I'm dying to go drift this thing myself. So that's basically the update for now.
Look, I'm about my pledge. I'm decked up on blue bills, and I won't stop until the cash pit look like fall leaves in the backfield.
We got a McLaren GT in for our 3.5-inch full system, and then we got one of my buddy's M3s over here. This thing sees the oil pump. It's known in these cars, so it sees the oil pump and shot a rod out the side of the block, so the bearings fail and there goes your motor. So that's his little track toy, so we just put a motor in that thing. That's my good friend Sal from Arizona, the 720S. That one's got our built motor, rods, pistons, our big turbo kit. Those turbos are good for about 12 to 1300 wheel. It's on a full Cybex standalone. The goal was this thing was supposed to get tuned, yesterday, and then that thing's supposed to go on the dyno and get tuned, and we got to finish that car. But now this thing's coming off, so Mikey's buttoning up that car so we could get it on the dyno and start finishing it up. And then the 488 in the back should be on the dyno hopefully tomorrow, and that's basically done. That has our full turbo replacements. They come turbo from factory, but the turbo is straight junk. And once you start beating the crap out of the car, especially if you put a tune on it and make more boost, the axle shaft in the turbos they snap. So one day you'll be driving and you'll get a big like, oh, low boost, you know, check engine light, and all of a sudden you can look in your exhaust and you'll see the turbine wheel is just chilling inside the exhaust system. They break apart. So that kit's gonna be working for the 488, the Pista, the F8. We're also gonna actually try to get a SF90 in here and try to fit that kit on there too. Big turbos. The last one we did, that one made 1050 wheel on race gas. So the turbos are good for 1200 plus. We could fit turbos up to like 2,000 horsepower for that thing. Damn, so it's all internally gated. We could fit big enough compressor housing and turbine housing in the same package that could go up to almost 2,000 wheel. So it's pretty cool. Obviously, you guys know we're redoing the shop. We just got the shop across the street. I was telling Damon and stuff that we were getting it. So that will be our dyno shop. So the dyno's moving over there, trying to get away from the houses and behind us because we're sick and tired of the complaints. Once the dyno's there, we're gonna build a full enclosed dyno room. We'll have probably up to 100 mile per hour winds in there. We got some badass fans on the way. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on, but.
So timeline for this is we just don't know.
We don't know, man. Hopefully it's a week. Hopefully it's tomorrow. Hopefully it's 2 days. Tony's gonna get it off the ramps right now, start wrenching on it and get it fixed so we can get it the hell out of here. You know our good buddy Cam from Ticket Dismissers?
Yeah.
Let's go beat the shit out of his car. Cam, how come your rear side marker lamps don't work? Your license plate lamps don't work. You're supposed to be the ticket lawyer, bro. And the most important button's not working. I don't know why. Yo. Hey, you know that gray bucket you own?
Yeah, is it ready?
It's about to be ready. I'm about to send this bitch. But hey, how do you shut off traction control on this thing? Oh, it's off. It's off. It's off. Oh, works again. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah, it sounds like it's working. You can't believe I made those tires screech? Do you have a Toyo sponsor by any chance for your tires? Because you might need some new ones. It's a good thing I got one. This car right now is on upgraded pure turbos, test pipes, and then it's got our tune. Right now it's on 91. When we take it to shift sector, we run it on BP 110. The car's making a decent amount of boost. The only problem with these cars is the connection to the throttle body from the intercooler. The couplers, they suck, so once in a while they pop off, so that's why the car was back. So we just put a new clamp on it, new coupler on it. It's a fun car, so I think he's gonna end up keeping it, and we might put even bigger turbos on it, put some rods and pistons in it, and then we're gonna do billet intake manifolds with additional injectors and go fully 85. So it'll probably be the fastest Aston Martin Vantage or whatever the hell this thing is, or AMG GTS. I mean, it's pretty quick right now. The car moves pretty good on even on 91. It's really fast. It's a lot of fun to drive. It's a good looking car. Sounds good, pulls good. This uses a different transmission than the AMG GT. So, I mean, it's a badass little car. And about like, well, a year and a half ago or so, you were getting these cars for like nothing. I mean, they had like some crazy lease specials on these cars. You could get one of these for like $5 grand down, like $1,000 a month or something. I don't know where the hell you're gonna find a car this fun for $5 grand down, $1,000 a month. Thank you for coming today. So you guys got the update on the car. We're gonna get back on the car with Tony tomorrow morning and try to get it done as quick as possible. Not gonna give a solid date because we never know what the hell is gonna happen with this thing, but well, hopefully, I need to get this thing out of here by next week, so it better be done by next week. I'm gonna go sit in our 992 Turbo S and beat the shit out of Chris in his M5 and smoke that guy. Ready? Yeah. Zoom in. I'm gonna shoot that mo. I'm gonna shoot him, man. Watch this.
Aim high.
Ready? No, not high. Whoa.